So yeah, we are back, and for this one I'm going to consider some server specific factors. So like for example, so I should have called it base factors. So in this case, one of the things we might want to look at is the process PID, convert it to a string. So as usual, we can always use hexadecimal, then we can take into consideration the node version. Another thing we want to look at is the platform, which we can get from importing OS. I think does process even gives us access to platform? It does. Interesting. So that's the same thing that OS does. So for example, if I do os.platform, still get the same thing. So in order to avoid importing this, I didn't even know about the process.platform, so that's why I'm kind of surprised. So at least now that I kind of have an idea that it exists, we're just going to use that then. Then the host name. Okay, I think we can go with let me also see if process has access to host name. I thought that's much. So so I'm just going to get the host name from this. I think if I was using this stuff, I would have called it this way, but I can't call it this way in this case. So yeah, the host name. In fact, I don't have to be putting all these comments. It's unnecessary. Stuff is already readable. Then can also take into consideration like the server uptime. So like how long has the server been up? So we can convert it to string also. Then finally, like so I think this should be fine. Then I don't know, whatever things we want to add. So we can now kind of create like a string from all this. So to create a string, you can just do what should I call this? I hate naming. So let's say let me just call it factors. So first thing is the time-based factors. Thank God for seems I imported something I shouldn't import. Thank God for for GitHub Copilot. So I can combine everything and sort of separate it using hyphen. Then I can hash it. So the I'll call it factors hash. So this is weird because I've not imported crypto. So it's going to try to use the crypto from front end before, or the crypto that is available by default, which doesn't have this. I don't even know if my voice is visible anymore. It's audible anymore because it seems I'm talking to myself sometimes. Just period. So I still want to kind of rehash this. That's why I first used like 256. Then I'm going to kind of add a second level hash with a different algorithm. So this time I'll use SHA-512, and after I hash it this time, I will just extract like 32 characters just to make it, easy to use. So in this case, I can call this mem code now. So we're actually to use base 64. So so x, then slice. So I think this should be fine. So now that I'm done with it, I can simply add it to the context. So if you want to add something to the context, since you want to use it in the data, you can just do data dot context.data, and in our case the data doesn't really exist, so we can kind of create like, if there is a data already, that is from this one, because we know we have access to this thing. And oh my god. well, so, and then we can set the code. So once we are done, we can return the context. I'm getting a error somewhere. So here we go. So with this, we can just come in here, pull this off, and just import the generate mem code. So we are getting some sort of like so the complaint is I can't pass. Why? So why is it I could pass this and I couldn't pass the other one? Let me see, what does the virtual stuff returns? It returns a property resolver. So okay, this is not an error that I thought. It's not coming from where I thought I was thinking it was coming from. So just simply complaining that I can't apply property resolver of this to property resolver of this. But then when I wrote code, it showed that. So it's the complaint again, because it's expecting me to pass value. So I pass value, nothing happened. Let me see something. That worked. Oh. Okay, I think I've seen my error. So I returned the wrong thing. Sorry, I thought I was creating an hook. Oh, luckily I wasn't. So this was what I was supposed to return. So this should work actually. So now I don't know what the error is again. Oh, wait a minute. It seems, what's this thing complaining about? Okay, I'm just gonna stop here, and next video we'll look into that.